What's going on? Have some more fucking some combo on that freaking AI Skynet Matrix situation that we got going down. See, it's already bad enough already, man, with the smartphones and like your dishwasher that the CIA said they could spy on you through your dishwasher like 4 years ago. I mean, I lived in front of a fucking Xbox that had a fucking camera on it, and I didn't know that it was recording me for probably a good year. You know what I'm saying? Before I realized that they already had me. And then in retrospect, you think all your phones, all the other people using their phones, and if there's a sentient world simulation and a true sentient computer D-Wave quantum computer type thing. Uh, I mean, it really is like the Terminatrix. It's like the Matrix, but I mean the Terminator, the Matrix. Either way, you're taken over by machines. It's like right now, you vote for Trump, that's fascism. You vote for Hillary, socialism. What's the fucking difference in the end? It's totalitarianism. Okay, it's the same thing. If it's the Terminator scenario, the Matrix scenario, the end result is the same. Humans are turned into a commodity by the robots. That's it. And it's like now you can look at life, man, and you're like, what the? It's like, you see videos like, is this news? Are these stories? Like, listen, I've noticed this for a while, just by the strange names of people that get caught and do crazy crimes. Their names are, they sound like it was a lottery from a fucking machine that just generated some names out of thin air. Like it was totally wrote by a machine, and maybe they had real people that were actors. And look, there's something called Citizen Corps, and this lady in this article from 2008 in this woman's magazine was talking about how they create disaster scenarios, and they hire actors, and they have these big, they pay people to be victims. You know what I'm saying? And they do all these think tank scenarios and drill. Uh, and she talked about the airport, and you got the TSA operations. And she also talked about, she said specifically this, movie theater. And you had James Holmes' situation, the Joker situation, the Joker Manchurian situation. And then you look into it, and his dad's a globalist, you know, and just like this other guy from California, his dad's a banker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's fake. And I'm wondering how they're doing this, and how are they coordinating all this. And now I didn't think that. Is some of this magicianry of the Matrix, of the machine, is it generating false scenarios, and is it the machine is deciding what to spit out to us and when? And it's automated, self-automated. And I heard that, I mean, for instance, listen, why don't I vote? It's not because I'm non-patriotic and I'm I'm despotic. It's that when I was in frickin' or when I voted for Al Gore, the fucking count was botched by machines, by automated self machines, computer programs, supposedly, or at least they got scapegoated. The machines did, but no, it was probably hidden in plain sight right there. That maybe it was done by a fucking computer program. I just listened to this dude's video, and he's talking about how radio or journalism, most journalism you read nowadays is just a computer algorithm printout, and there's no way to tell the difference, because it's just like I was thinking about the original chess computer program. Eventually, it started to win. You know what I'm saying? After it had so many games, it's just like, look, the computer never sleeps. And once it has the information and the programming, like, listen, if it's programmed to cheat, to deceive, that's what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying? And who created these things? They're the master of the creator of the computer. These are all deceptive, evil people that created it. So it's like, hey, the system itself, it would seem, would take on attributes of its creator. You know what I'm saying? And this it's like the people that really created the computer to use it without a conscience. So the sentient entity program from the computer doesn't have a conscience either. It's in its programming. There's no way it can beat its programming. It's like kind of like the allegory of the Terminator. I guess we could hijack back the technology and reprogram it. But you ever get an evil deprogrammer, reprogrammer, he could just turn back on the initial deceptive killer Terminator fucking programming. So I mean, we're dealing with the freaking with an entity, with the force here now. We're not dealing with just a machine, a tool. We're dealing with a living being that doesn't operate off the same physics as we do. It might not need air. It might not need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Or it might need something else, like electrical current or something. You know what I'm saying? It needs something else, but it's not like us. But though you could almost classify it as living in the same way that you could say a virus is classified as living. Some people would argue and say us humans are the virus, but no, we were put here. We were placed here. It's these new things that they're tweaking that weren't placed here. That's the new element. That's the reason why things are falling apart, is because of man's tampering and his God complex, where it's just like when they built the bomb. That bitch could blow us up. So now they built the machine that literally can make us obsolete and then absorb us into the Borg. And I mean, to me, like Johnny Depp, Transcendence, listen, that shit doesn't sound like heaven or eternal life. That sounds like the Hindu frickin' purgatory. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you come back as something else. You know what I'm saying? And you're either whatever you come back and you're trapped in this wheel, this cycle, and that sounds more like hell than it does to me actually heaven or eternal life. So it's gonna be so easy to memory hole us. You know what I'm saying? And there's a movie called Equilibrium where their leader, their president, is just a hologram on a fucking movie screen, and they serve this guy like the Nazis served Hitler, and he ain't even real. It's just another guy created him, and it's like that's our world. Literally, it is the wizard behind the freaking curtain in a way, and it's a constructed illusion. You know what I'm saying? And a big trick. Nothing's even real. Even if you start to get onto the fact that just when you think you figured something out, it's designed in such a way that there's no fucking possible way you're ever really going to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you can go so far, but look, each level, man, it's like, just the more you realize you've been tricked, and that's just the way it's designed, that you can't figure it out in total, but there's enough left, enough clues to unlock the meaning of the freaking puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Or the riddle or whatever. So you can get to certain levels of being awake to things, but even there, it's just, there's limitations to things we can know. And just the things that can be known are more than can be counted or even perceived anyway. So, I mean, that's just how it is. And, but anyway, you find out some stuff like this and your mind gets blown all over again, because now I'm looking at, you look at Anderson Cooper and his nose disappears on the green screen. You look at Sandy Hook. It says, what does it say? Victims check in here.